I was born and raised Catholic. I was baptized as an infant and went to private Catholic schools my whole life. I received all the sacraments through confirmation. That was my life until I was 18. When I turned into an adult, my parents gave me the choice of if I wanted to continue going to church or not, and I decided that it wasn't a priority for me, and I fell away from the church at that point. In my early 30s, I had some substance abuse problems, and I got into recovery for that. I joined a 12-step program, and they taught me a little bit about spirituality and my higher power, who I chose to call God. I was able to expand on that a few years later when I got into a new relationship, and he was going to Stateline here and asked me if I would join him. And it was something that I had been missing in my life and that I wanted to get back into. So I joined him, and that was about a year and a half ago, and I haven't looked back. I was conflicted about if I should get baptized again or not. I didn't know if it was redundant, if it was taking away from the decision that my parents had made for me as a child. I almost felt kind of like a fraud because I had already done it. But I ultimately decided that it was my decision this time, and that I wanted to publicly affirm the decision that my parents had made for me as an infant. It just felt right. It felt like the next step in my journey, and it just felt really good to do that in front of the church and have everybody see that I was giving my life to God. I am just comfortable with the person that I am today. Even when I have doubts or trials going on in my life, I'm able to know that God has me and that I don't have to have myself. And it's easy for me to trust that because I continue to see him working in my life and continue to pick me up when I'm down, and he always comes through for me. I used to try and control situations in my life when they weren't going the way that I wanted them to. But it's gotten easier for me to surrender to God and to give my problems to him, because there's never been a single time that he's let me down.